So we will commence the teardown. First step is going to be unplugging it, because we don't want to be tearing this thing apart. All plugged in, powered up. So a quick overview of my plan for this. We're going to remove this because it is IDE or something that is not SATA. Yeah, it's IDE. So we have no use for that. I'm going to replace it with a SATA, of course. Blu-ray player. Not that I can ever remember the last time I used a CD in any of my computers, but it's here on the front of the case, so we're gonna put one in there. We're gonna put probably a couple of SSDs in here for not backup drives, for like game drives and stuff like that, or just large volume. So we'll probably print some brackets up so we can install them in here in the stock locations. We're going to get rid of this divider. I've seen a lot of pictures online where people keep this in here for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but we'll be getting rid of it for sure. And then I'm going to do a custom front input panel with USB 3.0 and microphone and headphone jacks. What else? We got a custom back plate to go on here. I believe the company that made it, that I bought it from, is called Hive, located out of the UK. You know what? Let me get some information on that before I tell you where. So yeah, the Laser Hive is the name of the website. That's the name of the website right there. And this is the kit that I had ordered. It is. Oh wow, the price has come down on it. That was not the price I paid, but I paid it like 2 years ago, so who knows what happened. Yeah, and it's actually sitting right over there. So we'll get to that when we get to it. As far as the kit, it's really, it seems like it's very high quality. It's very nicely cut. There's no sharp edges. It's really well laid out, like the instructions and everything. Very easy to follow. So we'll get to that, like I said, in due time. But right now, I think we're going to start tearing it down. Oh, and I almost forgot. So as far as how we're going to lay this all out, of course, you don't see anywhere in here a power supply, and that's because it's hidden down inside here. There's, underneath this metal plate, there's a very thin, long power supply, and it's got two little 60 millimeter fans in the front of it. It might even be smaller, like 40 millimeter. I plan on taking all the guts out of the power supply that's in there, so that's the only thing I'm really gonna destroy. But it's because I want to put an updated power supply in there, and then run the cables up. I'm gonna cut like a small hole, somewhere in here, and run all the cables up. But I want it to all fit in the factory box, and I kind of want this to look factory. I say that, but I'm gonna have like a big window cut out and everything like that. But for the most part, I'm gonna keep the color. I want it to be aluminum. I want it to look mostly like this on the outside. This area here is going to change a little bit, of course. And then if you look in the back, like I said, we're going to cut this area out and put my new patch panel on there. It'll have a 120 millimeter fan instead of two 92 millimeter fans, I think those are. And then, of course, a complete, standard I/O. But don't fall. The power plug is still going to be right here. And for the most part, like I said, if you didn't know exactly what you were looking at, you wouldn't know that this had been changed. Or at least that's going to be the plan. We'll see how that actually ends up. So earlier I had said that this is really kind of a high dollar case. It's really well engineered. I don't mean to give Apple more credit than it's due, but it's complicated, but everything is toolless almost. Like the fans come out and that's it. It unplugs from up in there. You just pull it out, no tools required, and it comes out as an assembly, which is really nice. So I'm looking around in here up here for what I'm going to do next. I'm going to keep this assembly here. I'm going to replace the fan. I'm probably going to fit this with a bunch of Noctuas. so it can be as quiet as possible. Anyways, I started looking over here on how do you get the hard drive cage out, and I'm not sure because it's taller than the opening. I'm sure I'll figure something out. But then I started looking at him like, I saw that guy up there. And I don't know what that is. Some sort of like temperature probe or something? I don't know. Maybe it's something to do with the Wi-Fi? I doubt that, but yeah, that guy's weird. I'll have to look that up. But yeah, I'm still tearing it apart. I think we're gonna yank these out and get the hard drive out and then start looking at how this entire assembly up here comes apart, because I don't see a way to get that out of there. Trying to get the hard drive out, your pinch strength has to be oh man, maybe I have amazing pinch strength. Huh. Well, good. So it had a Maxtor hard drive in there. I don't know the last time I seen Maxtor. I mean, it's an 80 gig hard drive, so nothing exciting there. I wonder how much faster this computer would have been, or at least quicker to start up if we had an SSD in there. But it's too late for that now. We've come too far. No going back. This is not easy to do with one hand. Wow, it's really in there. I don't remember it being this. There we go. Easy. So I've had this all apart before, but for the life of me, I can't remember how to do it. There's probably something simple, but like I can't get this. Like, I remember pulling a plastic rivet out of there. Other than that, like it doesn't. I don't remember how I got this apart. I'm gonna start or keep messing around with it. I'm sure I'll get it with minimal casualties. Okay, after like, I don't know, 5 minutes of messing with this, it just, I've tried prying it this way a couple of times, and then the last time I just was like, and it popped over. So I don't know what I did differently, but evidently I did the right thing. So, yay. More parts for the part pile. Pop the RAM out here real quick. So this is 400 megahertz DDR RAM, 1 gigabyte sticks. So I think I might keep the RAM from this because my Pentium 4 system uses the same type of RAM. And if it works in it, might as well upgrade that to its max, which is 4 gigabytes. Because it's currently sitting at 2. 2 seems to be enough, but you know, why not max it out, you know? I mean, how much could this stuff actually go for on, you know, Marketplace or eBay or something? All right, now this part I do remember. There are, well, you can see down there, there's screw heads that are all the way at the base of this thing that you need to take out so you can get the coolers out, because without getting these out, I can't get the rest of the screws out for the motherboard to pull this whole thing out. And I don't know what screwdriver I use because I don't remember owning something long enough to get down in there. So I'm gonna have to go to like the Home Depot or something like that and get a T-handled screw, you know, long screwdriver, in order to get these out. So I think we're gonna call it quits right there. I know we're taking apart an old relic, an old beast, but it's gonna be better, I promise. At least in my eyes. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, which I'm sure a few of you aren't going to like what I'm doing here, but I do apologize in advance. But just think of it this way. All of these parts are going on the market and hopefully fixing a handful of these old things to be enjoyed, you know, in the future. But yeah, like I said, I'm going to end it here. Give it a thumbs up if you like it. Give it a thumbs down if you didn't like it. I will see you in the next one where we are going to finish tearing all this apart and start prepping to put the conversion pieces into it. And after that, I don't know what kind of computer we're going to put in there because I really don't have the parts picked out for it yet, but I might throw something in there. I mean, I've got computers laying around, so I could put something in here so we can see it, you know, the fruits of our labor. But yeah, I'm having a great time, and I hope you are too. I'll see you in the next one.